Hi again, ChiroHD users. It's Catherine again with training here at ChiroHD, and we're so excited about our integration with Fortis. We want to show you today how seamlessly these two programs are integrated together. So today I'm going to give you an overview of how you're going to be using Fortis within ChiroHD. So let's first of all talk about setup. You're going to come here to the Advanced tab within ChiroHD and scroll down to Office Info. Now you're going to notice at the very bottom there's going to be a new box called Fortis Integration, and this is going to default to false. So you're just going to toggle down to true, and it will populate all of these little boxes. So you can enter your Fortis location ID here, and then enter your Fortis user ID, your Fortis user API key, and your Fortis user API hash key. So you can also create a default user so you don't have to set everyone in your office up with a Fortis username. And then you're just going to click Save, and it should automatically enable Fortis in your office. You might need to refresh your page if you don't see these changes take place, but it should just populate automatically. So once you enable Fortis within ChiroHD, you can launch Fortis by pulling up a patient in the adjustment queue, clicking their profile, coming over to the Transactions tab, and then opening the Fortis contact. Something we want to note again here is that we never want you to create user profiles within Fortis. We automatically create the user profile for you. So we sync the two accounts. All of the information is synced together when you click that Open Fortis Contact button for the first time. So once you click that, Fortis will automatically launch this. And this is where you can do all of the things that you need to do within Fortis. You can post one-time payments, you can add cards on file, you can add or edit recurring charges, you can look at your reporting, your recent transactions, voids, refunds, everything. So as you can see, this is a new patient, a new account within Fortis. So patients are called contacts within Fortis. So we're just going to go ahead and add an account here. This stored accounts area is where you're going to add credit cards and accounts and all of that. So you're going to add account. You can either swipe or manually enter the card information, and you want to make sure that you include a title. This is just going to make it easier for you to differentiate between the different accounts on file. So you're just going to save that. I'm just going to cancel for now. Now, let's say that your patient is set up on a care plan and you want their charges to bill automatically every month. You can set up recurring charges within Fortis. So you're just going to do the same thing. You're going to come to the patient profile, you're going to come to Transactions, scroll down to Open Fortis Contact, and you can see, if this loads, you can see that there are already accounts, transactions, and recurring billings under this patient profile. So you will not use the monthly payments tab within ChiroHD for this. That tab is specifically for users who have chosen not to use Fortis in their office. But here's how to create a recurring billing within Fortis. So first, you're going to click Add Recurring. You're going to choose which account you want to be tied to this recurring charge. So we're going to choose their care plan, or you can add a new card. And again, you would enter the title, and you could swipe or enter manually, but we're just going to choose existing for now. You can enter in a description, so maybe just care plan in this case. And let's say that you want to make a $150 charge. Now, under payment type, you can choose repeating or one time. The repeating is mostly for those wellness patients who are coming in regularly, but if you choose one time, You might choose this for, like, if, for example, your patient had a balance and needed to catch up on payments, but needed to wait to be billed until a future date. Like, let's say payday isn't until the 28th, okay? And so they need to catch up on that $150 balance on their account, but they need to wait until the 28th. So you could just choose one time, 628, and you can even notify them before the payment is going to be taken out via email. So you can save that, and it will pull up this little receipt. We're going to talk about that more in a minute, but you can see that that recurring billing will appear here. We're going to add one that recurs every single month. So again, you're going to choose the card. You can put in a description, enter the transaction amount. Let's say that it's $200 every month, and this is a 6-month care plan, okay? So you can see we're choosing repeating, one time per month. You can also choose intervals of weeks or days, but most patients are going to be paying monthly. You can choose the payment start date. So let's say they are starting care on July 1st. And we're not going to choose ongoing. This ongoing tab is when they just want to keep coming every single month forever. We're going to choose installment because we're setting this patient up, say, on a 6-month care plan. So this is going to be billed every 1 month for 6 payments. Okay, and we're not going to notify this patient that their charge is going to be coming up because they don't want that. Okay, so when we save that, we're going to get this receipt, okay? And there's lots of valuable information on here. We have the start date, we have the end date, we have the next run date, we have the recurring type, the frequency, the total that's going to be collected over the time of their care. And if you toggle down and click more, you can see their payment schedule. So these are the dates where the payments are going to be coming out. And then you can also see the payments. Now, sometimes, like in this case, there are no transactions. But after these transactions start being posted, they're going to show up right here. So you can choose to show this on the receipt or not. I'm just going to close that down. And then you can print this out and have your patient sign it. Okay? And then you can save that for future use. Okay. Let's see. Now, let's talk about one-time payments. We already created a video on this, but let's just talk about how to run a one-time payment. Now, there are 2 different ways that you can do this with using Fortis. The first one is really great, and I think you're going to be super excited about this. The first one is using the transaction button within the adjustment queue. Okay, so here we have the proper patient pulled up. We're going to click transaction, and as you know, previously you were only able to record transactions using this tab, but now you can add your payment and you can choose Fortis in the payment option. Okay, so we're going to click no, we don't want to mark it as completed so that the doctor can save their SOAP note. We're going to click save, and it's going to launch Fortis. And again, you can choose within this window, you can choose to use a stored account, or you can choose a new account. So if you were to choose a stored account, you would just want to make sure that you choose the card here under stored account. But let's say you wanted to start a new account. Again, it's so easy. You just swipe the card. It will all automatically populate, or you can manually enter it. And if you'll notice, the transaction amount is automatically populated from ChiroHD. So this is just so helpful and useful. So we're going to close this out, and I'm going to show you how to make that same one-time payment within Fortis. So we're just going to click Profile, Transactions. Again, we're just opening up Fortis. And once it opens to that credit card screen, here we go, we're just going to click the $ button on the proper card. So this is their care plan card that I chose. You're going to enter the transaction amount, I believe it was $81, and just process that transaction. And then it'll give you this receipt again. You can email the receipt with this button, or you can print the receipt. All right, ChiroHD users, I hope that this tutorial has been helpful. As always, never hesitate to reach out to us at support@chirohd.com with any questions. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page. We have lots of training videos coming at you, so keep up to date with those, and we can't wait to see how this new integration helps you run your office more efficiently. All right, have a great day.